Amidst the leafy splendour of suburbia, we're on the trail of an amazing example of natural evolution. Ecodanium heatus pumpi, commonly known as the Ecodan heat pump. Ah, there's one now. Perfectly adapted to Irish conditions, it cleverly converts renewable energy from the air to heat both home and water, while emitting up to 50% less carbon compared to fossil-fueled heating systems. So homeowners are happy, and so too is our planet.
Hey, you get out of my garden!
Homo sapien auratus. Best be going.
The Ecodan heat pump from Mitsubishi Electric, the natural evolution of home heating.
Okay, a very warm welcome here to McCool Park to the second Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Junior Hurling Championship semi-final between Aodh Ruadh Ballyshannon and Carndonagh. I'm joined here by Donegal great legend John Joe Doherty. We've agreed to put our differences to one side for the next hour and try not to fall out. We'll give you the teams here. They go as probably as selected with the programme. In goals for Ballyshannon, number 1 Ryan O'Brien, number 2 Peter Horn, number 3 Jack Matthews, number 4 Adam Ramy. The one change lining out in for Stephen Anderson, who is number 5, comes Oisin Rooney, number 22. Number 6 Paul Sheridan, number 7 Stephen Connolly, number 8 Brendan Gillespie, number 9 Eugene Drummond, number 10 Garrett Sheeran, number 11 Conor McNeely, number 12 Kieran Kilgallen, number 13 Mickey Bowring, number 14 Martin Larkin, and number 15 Rory Cullen. Carndonagh line out as per programme: number 1 Stephen Burns, number 2 Danny McCarran, number 3 Mark Diver, number 4 Ryan Davenport, number 5 Cormac Monegal, number 6 James Monegal, number 7 Donald Doherty, number 8 Anthony Doherty, number 9 Porrick Doherty, number 10 Conor Fagan, number 11 Cahill Doherty, number 12 Paddy Monegal, number 13 John O'Donnell, number 14 Dermot McGonigal, number 15 Conor Dugan. I must say, looking forward to An interesting clash here. Last year's finalists in the Junior Hurling B Championship, Aodh Ruadh just pipping out Carndonagh on that occasion. These sides have met, I think it's 5 times in the championship, John Joe, is that correct?
That'll be right, yeah.
In the last 2 years, with Carndonagh being victorious twice last year and twice already, I believe, this year. So a lot at stake here today. I suppose if I put you on the spot, how would you see this one going?
It's going to be very, very tight at the very end. I would say it's going to be either a point or 2 at the very, very most. And unfortunately, somewhere along the line, it might be the result of a mistake by someone somewhere.
So really, what you're saying, you know, it's that old cliche. It's a game of fine margins. I suppose, going through the 2 teams, there are a lot of talent. But I suppose looking at the Aodh Ruadh team, badly missing from last year. Patrick Harn is missing there, the captain from last year through injury, Porrick Keenahan, who made the team of the year after last year, young Senan Rooney, who's carrying an injury, Gary Loughlin, who played in that final last year. So Aodh Ruadh hampered by injuries, possibly the feeling I will be getting Carndonagh be coming into this as slight favourites?
I wouldn't think they're coming in as slight favourites now. I know I know some of the results earlier on, but there could have been a bit of organisation in that. The fact of losing Stephen Anderson in the back line as well is... Sorry. Okay, that's the 2 lines, man.
Yes, indeed, Stephen, you know, a fine young hurler.
Absolutely.
There may be an injury there as well, who knows, but I mean, Oisín Rooney coming in there, dual star. I mean.
Yeah. Well, Oisín will have a big influence on this game, and I know he was doubtful. I was speaking to him after the match between Carndonagh and Ballyshannon, and at that stage he had got injured the night before in a football match.
Yes.
And wasn't able to play that match either. That's early on in the year.
Oisín, who I believe was on that Donegal under-21 team, the hurling team that were victorious.
Yes, that's right.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a lot of talk, I suppose, John Joe, about the dual player, and I'm just reading in the programme beforehand. A lot of, you know, fine young dual players come through. We call it in Ballyshannon the John Rooney Academy of Excellence. There are other people who might call it something different,
yeah.
but you know, I think of Colm Kelly, Jamie Brennan, Eamon McGrath, Shane McGrath.
Yeah.
You know, all of those guys played underage hurling, and you know, in Cairn, I suppose you have your own son there, Porrick, very fine footballer, who won a vocational All-Ireland along with Paddy McBrearty.
That's right.
So, you know, there are instances where this could be done. Maybe your opinion on that?
Well, there's a good few of those players, the like of Padraig, and we must not forget Cahill as well.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
James Monagle playing or centre half back, another dual player, Cormac. James and Cormac here are 2 brothers, and both of those are dual players, the like of Ryan Davenport and Dermot McGonigal is another dual player. So there's a fair strong number of the dual players in there.
Yes. Yeah, just I suppose it's a point that there'll be more debate, but back to the matters in hand. The ref, the man in the middle today, is Trevor Maloney, a native of Lanesborough in County Longford, settled now in Buncrana, and I believe he refereed last year's junior final, and if memory serves me correct, seemed to have a good enough game. But I suppose I would say that because Aodh Ruadh come out on the winning side now, John Joe. You might have something slightly different to say. I don't know.
Not particularly. No, I had no issues with referees. Sometimes when you start picking up on referees, you've lost the game anyway. You know.
Indeed. Well, the 2 captains, I seen John O'Donnell for Cairn and Brendan Gillespie have taken the toss. So the players are just going through their final. John Rooney imparting final words over there, and I see in the middle there Padraig Doherty giving his words of wisdom. Ray Walsh is the manager of Carndonagh. Ray, a native of Kilkenny, same club, Dartford down there, the same club as Richie Hogan. So plenty of good hurling pedigree from all over the country here. You know, we see there in the Aodh Ruadh team, Paul Sheridan coming back in there. Paul, who is a native of County Cavan, and another fine dual player who played his football with Retnamara and Bundoran. Excellent conditions here today, John Joe. I mean, there are no excuses for nothing but a good game of hurling here today. You have a perfect surface, good day, not a breeze. Set up.
This is the place where you want to play all of your finals, your semi-finals and finals.
Just before we start, there is going to be a minute's silence here for Seamus Harn.
Seamus Harn of Aodh Ruadh, and his son Patrick was last year's captain, and indeed he's a member of the panel this year again. And also for Mary O'Brien, the grandmother of the Aodh Ruadh goalkeeper Brian. So we'll observe a moment's silence.
Well, if you didn't catch that, it is a minute's silence for Seamus Harn, father of Patrick, last year's captain, and also for Mary O'Brien, the grandmother of Ryan O'Brien, the Aodh Ruadh goalkeeper. The minute's silence over. We're ready to go here as the players take up their position. Really looking forward to this because, you know, as I previously said, this is set up for two teams who I suppose have been to the fore in the junior hurling in the last number of years. Aodh Ruadh having, I think, won 4 or 5 of these. How many? Maybe you can refresh my memory. How many have Carn won? Junior championships?
Well, I think, I know our last one was 25 years ago this year, 95, so...
Well, the year after Aodh Ruadh won in 94, because I know there was a certain commentator was in goals that day. Was fortunate enough to be in goals with it.
Well, I was on that 95 team, so...
Very good. Okay, the referee ready to throw in the ball here, Trevor Maloney. In midfield there for Aodh Ruadh. Brendan Gillespie, Eugene Drummond,
and Patrick Doherty,
Patrick Doherty, Anthony Doherty. The ball goes in. Immediately Oisín Rooney goes in, looks to get the ball. Conor McNeely is in there, foraging. Oisín looks for it, but it comes out to Adam Rami. Adam, a fine young hurler, plays the ball up under the stand side, into the corner looking for Rory. Rory can't get to that one and it runs harmlessly out. He's well shepherded out there, I think, by Danny McCarran, yes. So there'll be numerous interesting battles, I would say, here today, and that's one.
There certainly will, yeah.
That's one I could see developing as the hour progresses. So line ball there taken by Donald Doherty. Donald plays it forward. Eugene Drummond comes for it but misses. Cahill Doherty. Cahill puts it in goalwards. A tussle in there, Paul Sheridan and John O'Donnell, and the referee has adjudged a free in there. I think maybe another interesting tussle between two county men there, John O'Donnell, or two former county men, John O'Donnell and Paul Sheridan. But Paul adjudged at that time, or no, it was Jack Matthews, sorry. Jack adjudged to have pushed John on the back, and what should be a simple task here for Carn for the first score. As we approach just a minute and a half played, and there's the first score of the game. Cahill Doherty. Cahill Doherty, son of my co-commentator here.
Yeah. He'll be let back into the house tonight.
You let him back in if he puts over another 10 or 11 of them. Ryan O'Brien pucking the ball out, goes long. Great fetch by Conor McNeely. Conor drops it though, but he's adjudged to have been fouled there. To have been fouled by Patrick Doherty. So across comes Eugene Drummond now. Eugene to take this one. Eugene, who had a fine game in the quarter-final against St Eunan's. Eugene just inside maybe the Aodh Ruadh half. Oh, he strikes it low, strikes it in towards Rory. Rory Slips and it goes through. Danny McCarron getting the better of that battle in the early stages. Plays it out to James Monegal. James, hand pass, but it goes astray. Garrett Sheeran come in there. Conor McNeely. Aodh have it. It comes out here. Comes out to Mickey Bowring. Mickey goes to ground. He's swamped by Carndonagh men. Kieran Kilgallen in. No, that's Brendan. Brendan Gillespie in looking for that ball. Oisin Rooney is getting a bit scrappy there around the middle. But out comes Conor Fagan. Conor plays a cross-field ball over to Anthony Doherty. Anthony plays a long, dangerous ball in, but it drifts to the left and harmlessly wide. Both teams probing here, John Joe.
Yeah. I think there's a settling down time at the moment.
Well, in any game, Ryan O'Brien pucks out the ball here, pucks it out underneath us. Oisin Rooney goes for this one, but it's picked up, and away goes Stephen Conley. Stephen down the wing, fine young player Stephen. He heads towards goal, but he slips. He gets the ball, he flicks it out to Mickey Bowring. Mickey jinks one way, drops the ball, looks to get it up, gets it up. Mickey tries to play it, plays a dangerous ball across. Rory's out ahead this time. He's out ahead of Danny McCarron. Lifts the ball, but Danny dispossesses him. Danny really getting the better of those early exchanges. Oh, the ball, the linesman on the far side has adjudged that ball has gone out, and it's a line ball to Aodh. Brendan Gillespie ambles over there. I must say that a very interesting tussle in here, John Joe, between two diminutive characters, if I might say so. Rory Cullen and Danny McCarron.
Yes.
He looks like a very sharp, good cornerback.
No, he's very, very good now. Would have played in some of his earlier times in the half-back line and would be sharp, you know.
Ball cleared out by Anthony Doherty. Anthony plays a long, dangerous ball up, but out comes Jack. Jack Matthews, transferred back from St Eunan's this year. Great tussle between himself there and Dermot McGonigal. Getting a bit scrappy out here. Padraig Doherty lifts the ball, but it's blocked by Conor McNeely. Conor get it up, yes, but he's dispossessed. Good block there by Conor Fagan. Conor comes away with the ball. Conor plays the ball inside, in towards the half forward line. Conor Dugan missed that one there. And out comes Peter Horn. Evergreen Peter Horn, playing a lifetime. Brendan Gillespie fires it goalwards, and that one's gone between the uprights. And Aodh are level here after 4 minutes of play. 1-1. Interesting early exchanges here, John Joe. As we both said, there's a settling down period in a game, but both teams probing at each other, and these things can be a bit like a boxing match. Well, I hope it doesn't develop into a boxing match, but
I hope not either.
they're probing. Yeah. But Anthony Doherty picks up the break here at the middle of the field.
It's very, very even at the moment.
Anthony plays one in, Jack goes for it, he bats that one away, takes it away from Dermot McGonigal, but Dermot wins it and gives it to John O'Donnell. John fires it in and over the bar. Good early ball in there from Anthony Doherty. The full forward, Dermot McGonigal and
John O'Donnell
and Jack Matthews were battling, and the ball broke out to John O'Donnell, and he fired, split the upright. Oisin goes up for this one. Oisin lifts it. Oh, there's a break in play. Carndonagh man down. I think the referee has indicated that we have a head injury here, but game really starting to warm up, and you can see that this is going to be a tight encounter. No quarter asked given. Who's down there?
Conor Fagan, I think. It's either him or Anthony Doherty. Looking for numbers here.
Yes, he is facing us here, and ye Cairn men like to wear the helmets with the colours on them. So unfortunately, he's up there now.
Yeah,
it's Anthony Doherty, the midfielder.
He's up.
An accidental clash there, I think, at the middle of the field, as himself and big Oisin Rooney went for the ball. So I think the referee, Trevor Maloney, is going to throw the ball in here. Conor McNeely, Padraig Doherty, Anthony Doherty in there. The four midfielders in battling. It's hard to know now what's going to happen. I think he'll have to throw it in again. Carndonagh lead by 2 points to 1. I think now that one's definitely a foul there. Conor McNeely dragging Anthony Doherty to the ground. So maybe a chance here for another score for Cathal Doherty. Long range, just inside his own half. Probably about 70 metres out. But dead straight in the middle. Cathal stands over, lifts, he strikes and splits the uprights. Great score there from Cathal. He's definitely getting the tea tonight, John Joe.
Yeah, that's it.
I would see John Rooney would be slightly worried. Erua can't be giving away frees with a man of that calibre to, you know, he's going to punish them all day long. Advantage here, advantage for Carndonagh, and the free is given as Donald Doherty caught that ball progressing up under the stand side and was fouled. So Cairn just starting to get on top here, leading by 3-1. 8 minutes played here in McCool Park. I must say, in glorious sunshine here today. Conditions really perfect for a good game of hurling. So Cathal stands over this one again.
Roughly the same distance out again.
Probably roughly the same distance, just a wee bit more to the right. That one looks to be dropping short, just didn't catch it. Up go the Erua backline.
Yeah.
And out come Erua with the ball. Ball played forward there. Oisín Rooney, and Oisín's thundering down towards goal, and this is what Erua will want to see, and he fires the ball over the bar. Erua really needed that one to settle them down, John Joe, because Cairn had gone 3-1 up and were starting to dominate around the middle there, the last couple of exchanges.
Like, Oisín is a game winner, you know, for any team.
Absolutely.
And I was at the county under-21s one of the years, and he, you know, he's a big strong man. Yeah.
Stephen Burns pucked it out. Ball played inside from Anthony Doherty. It's over there in the corner. There's a bit of argy-bargy going on over there. Nothing to, but the linesman on the far side of judges it to be a Cairn ball. Cairn leading by 3 points to 2 here. It's hit in dangerously, but Jack cuts it out. Jack Matthews out to Peter Horn. Peter has the advantage. I think he'll take the free. Peter Horn, probably one of the first men to come through this John Rooney Academy of Excellence that we talk about. But, you know, having said that, we talk.
Heart of a lion.
Heart of a lion.
Absolutely, you know.
Eugene Drummond back there to take that one. Eugene plays the ball into the corner. In there's Garrett Sheeran. Garrett gets it to Oisín. Oisín's starting to come into the game. Garrett fires it goalwards. Where's this one going to end up? It's over the bar. Erua on level terms here after 10 minutes played. And it's for you know, some of the standard, very good.
Yes.
Out towards Garrett Sheeran again.
I wouldn't have expected anything different from that, you know. But
Cormac McGonigal plays it inside there, but it slips through on
Ballyshannon.
Dermot McGonigal.
Yeah.
Jack Matthews looking for it over there. Conor Dugan in there. Jack.
Yeah.
Dermot McGonigal's out after that one, but Erua have it and cleared their lines out towards Brendan Gillespie. Kieran Kilgallen is out there too, the man of the match in last year's final. Brendan Gillespie wins a free. Maybe fortunate there. I thought there might have been a wee bit of charging, but
but I know the afters was silly, you know.
Yeah.
Like when a free's given, you just walk away. Because that's conceding something now that could be on a very dangerous ball when it drops in, you know.
Actually, that free, and you know, we see the same in both codes, you know, where players after retaliation, it can cost you dearly in a game like this of fine margins.
Absolutely, yeah.
Eugene strikes it goalwards. It's a dangerous hopping ball in there, but it drifts harmlessly wide. Martin Larkin was in there. It slipped through Martin
Very,
and Mark Diver both went for it, but it just slipped harmlessly wide.
Very dangerous ball and a dangerous spot in front of the square. You know.
And especially on a sunny day like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett Sheeran, what a fetch by Garrett. He plays a low ball in towards Mickey Bowring. Mickey has the run on Ryan Davenport, but doesn't make it. Martin Larkin's over there battling. Martin's over battling with Mark Diver. Mickey gets down, he lifts the ball and he turns, he spins. Mickey adjudged to have overcarried. Good defending there by Cairn. Both Mark Diver and Ryan Davenport, they stood their ground. Mickey had nowhere to go. Adjudged to have overcarried the ball, and it's a free out. We've played 13 minutes here in McCool Park, and as we approach the water break, it's even here, 3 points apiece. Oh, Eugene went for that one, missed the ball, but here's the ever dependable Peter, and the commentator's nightmare, he misses that one. But Peter's still in there battling, he's not going to give up that easy. Getting a bit scrappy out there now. Peter's still there. Young Adam Ramy looking to get it up. Oh, looks to be an injury there. Who has it? I think it's Eugene. Hold on now. I think
Number 9.
Eugene Drummond down there with a facial injury. Bit of a clash, an accidental clash. Very, very sporting game played.
Yeah.
The first quarter of this game. Wouldn't really have expected anything else, John Joe, because
no.
historically, down through the years, haven't seen these teams play, and last year has always been hard but fair. And I must say, I talk about John Rooney and what he's done for Ballyshannon hurling for the last 30 years, but it'd be very remiss of me not to mention yourself and your wife and your family, and what you have done for Carndonagh hurling over the years. I mean, it would match that effort of John Rooney, and indeed, I know your wife being secretary there and through managing football teams myself, the involvement that you have down there, and it doesn't go unnoticed by the GA family all over the county. Great ball there in by Eugene, he gets up from the injury. Conor McNeely, centre half back James Monegill has it. It's cut out. It's cut out this time by Stephen Conley. Stephen plays a long and dangerous ball in. They're under it there. Mickey's poaching. They can't get it up. Martin Larkin is in there. Who has it? Mickey's in there. He's foraging and Mickey wins the free. I don't know now. Maybe quite fortunate. It was 6 of one and half a dozen of another, but
it was a fortunate free.
John Joe says it was a fortunate free. I'll say it was a free.
Certainly a free.
Well, no more than yourself, John Joe. I'm a long time looking. I haven't seen a referee change his mind yet when he gets one. No matter what a player or a manager or anyone else says. And that one stroked over the bar by Oisín Rooney. And Aodh take the lead for the first time in this game. I'd say we're very close to the water break here now. We're coming up in 15 minutes. Aodh lead by 4 points to 3 here in McCool Park. In the Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Junior Hurling Championship semi-final. Dunlow await the winners. Eugene Drummond. Oh, Eugene's dispossessed. Well dispossessed by Conor Fagan. Yeah. Conor's going forward there. But Conor... Conor now. Conor. John Joe says, come on. I must say, a slightly surprising decision there. Conor Fagan adjudged to have overcarried the ball, but from a neutral point of view, I would say harsh. From an Aodh Ruadh point of view, it's a free.
Well, it's a free, yeah.
Ball into the corner, and again Rory, but it's out this time again. Danny Connon.
Elbow there.
Oh, that's a bit of a high clash there as Conor McNeely came in. But I'm very impressed with this cornerback, Danny McCarn, really getting on top of those early exchanges, because Rory last year really dragged Aodh Ruadh back in. But then Rory, I remember last year, if it was Danny McCarn was marking or not, dangerous ball in here, played in and it struck goalwards, but Ryan O'Brien, a great save from Ryan O'Brien. Yeah. Ryan, who was an injury worry before this game, and it was touch and go whether he'd play, but a marvellous save there. Cathal Doherty, brilliant piece of skill, flicked the ball up, doubled on it, hurling at its best.
Yeah, very good save now. I would have expected him to score from there.
The tee is back off. Well, maybe if he converts the 70, great save from Ryan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Ryan, you know, and I must mention it, great, you know, he's lined out here with an injury, and the unfortunate news first thing this morning that he's lost his grandmother suddenly, Mary O'Brien, and thoughts and prayers are with the O'Brien family at this time. Cahill sizes it up.
Should be there.
Yes, splits the post. So we're all level as I would say we approach the water break here in McCool Park. 4 points apiece. Very, very exciting, I would say, John Joe. First 15 minutes. You said to me at the start there'll be nothing in this. There'll be a point. We could be heading for extra time.
Well, we could be heading for extra time, but again, unfortunately, I go down to the notion there that you could have a mistake by somebody, or something silly could be the difference in it.
The way, I suppose, you know, in all these contests, you would have to say the big players, Oisín Rooney coming in there, your own son Cahill, you know, hasn't been found wanting from the dead ball. He's responsible for 3 of Cairns' 4 scores there, and you know, Oisín really getting into the game as well. I see young Garrett Sheeran is having a big impact. And you know, I go back again to this Danny McCarron because if he can keep Rory Cullen quiet in the Irua full forward line, you know, it's something John Rooney be very concerned with. Would you agree?
That fella did a lot of harm last year. Yeah. Not only in the ball that he scored, but he spread a lot of ball in and around the forward line. He saw people coming through and stuff like that. He picks those people out, you know. And in fairness, if I would have a criticism of last year, it was maybe an area that should have been addressed earlier in the match. The fellow that he was around, you know, so that was just it.
You know, absolutely, and my recollection of that very similar. But at the start of that game too, I remember the first couple of balls that went in, Rory missed them, but he grew into the game, and he tends to be that type of player. Yeah. You know, that opportunist corner forward type player. But you rightly described. Also has that intelligence to bring other people into the game. Maybe an Oisín Rooney coming thundering through the middle. In last year's game, it was Pádraig Keenahan. It was different players that were there coming thundering through, but he played them into the game.
Yeah, he had the ability to get the ball, and then he was giving it to a Ballyshannon man rather than anything else. You know, that was very noticeable in him last year.
The water break over here, and referee Trevor Maloney getting ready to restart the game here. We haven't had the fiasco that we had recently in Antrim, where one team ran on quickly to score a goal in a championship match. But it's Ryan O'Brien here. Ryan with the puck out. Ryan puts it down underneath us here, underneath the terrace side. It's a battle there. Oisín goes for the ball. Oisín goes for it with James Monegill. Ball hasn't gone out, it's scrappy, it's under the line here, but Irua judged a foul. I think it was Oisín was the judge to have fouled there, and it's a free to Carndonagh. James Monegill to take this one. James underneath the sideline here. James seems to think that Garrett Sheeran is standing too close. He hits in a low ball into the corner, but out comes Peter. Peter low to the ground, Peter, and he battles. And Peter battles away, battling away there with Conor Dugan. Hard Aero in this one, very hard. I must say, from a linesman's point of view, I was looking down at that one and I didn't know what way it went.
No, I think he got that one right.
Across comes Eugene Drummond. Eugene sizes this one up, plays a good cut in, but Cairn come across. It's Cahill, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Cahill plays it out over the line. Garrett Sheeran down there, but Eugene comes up. He's going to take this one as well. 4 points apiece. 16.5 minutes played here in McCool Park. Oh, Eugene hits that one short. Goes in towards Conor McNeely. Oisin Rooney looks to bust onto this one. Can he get it up? Close attention. Padraig Doherty wins the free.
Yeah.
Wins the free. Probably was a free. Donald Doherty was surrounded by Dohertys there.
Yeah.
It's a free in Aodh. Free in Aodh, I'd say. Oisin will take this one about 35, 40 metres out.
Yeah, you would have expected this would be a...
Well, you would expect this to be a score, and you know, looking at it, this could develop into a straight shootout between Cahill and Oisin.
Yeah.
And that's where the disciplined tackling, the disciplined defending comes into place, and don't give away fouls. Yes, Oisin strikes that one over the bar. Aodh lead by 5 points to 4. 17.5 minutes played here in McCool Park. Puck out by Stephen Byrne. Stephen goes long. Conor McNeely in under it. Conor comes out under the stand side. Conor plays it down, but it's gone out. And it's gone out for a line ball to Carndonagh.
Well, currently you would have to say that Ballyshannon are slightly on age, or have the age at midfield currently, you know.
It seems to be coming in little periods of dominance.
Yeah.
I mean, Cairn were good the first 5 minutes. Aodh came into it. Cairn had a little period again, and now Aodh seem to have won the last few balls. Oh, ball straight to Conor McNeely. Conor puts a dangerous ball in. Mickey's lurking. Oisin has it in his hands. Oisin Rooney, he bursts towards the goals. Can he put this one over? It's a point. Oisin Rooney extends the Aodh lead. The last 2 scores of this game coming to Oisin Rooney. 4 points in this game for Oisin. So, as I said, between himself and Cahill Doherty, it looks as if it could be a shootout between these two guys. Out again, long towards the middle. It's batted down. Brendan Gillespie goes in and breaks the hurl. But Aodh come away with the ball. Garrett Sheeran. Aodh just at the moment that wee bit hungrier for the breaking ball round the middle. Oh, great play by Stephen Conley. Stephen plays a great, dangerous... No, it just drifts in too long. Good play by Stephen Conley there, but... As you said, John Joe, I suppose worrying from a Cairn point of view and worrying from Ray Walsh's point of view, Aodh getting a lot of the breaks around the middle of the field at the moment.
Yeah, we're not dominating that midfield, no.
Long ball, Adam Ranamy in under it, but it's kicked away by Padraig Doherty.
No,
Padraig.
Anthony.
Oh, sorry, Anthony. Anthony plays it across to Padraig. You have that many Dohertys down there, and Padraig takes a shot, but this one drifts wide. Good battling over on the far side by the 2 midfielders. Anthony chased the ball, won it off Adam Ranamy, give it to Padraig, but unfortunately from Padraig and a Carndonagh point of view it drifted wide.
Yeah.
Ryan O'Brien plays it out underneath us here. Garrett Sheeran. Garrett tackles. He's battling there with Cormac Monagle. Garrett flicks it away. Another man who's burst onto the scene this year. Oh, that one's adjudged to have gone out, and it's a Carndonagh ball. And Padraig was in there again. I think, what's been given here now? Oh, it's a line ball. It's a line ball. A line ball to Carndonagh.
Well, the line ball had been signalled before.
Yes, the line ball, yeah, had been signalled there. Aodh lead by 6 points to 4. We have 5.5 minutes played since the water break. So, I suppose 10 minutes of play left in the second half. James Monagle lines up this one.
It's been a while now since Cairn have scored, so they need to get something here.
Eugene Drummond again. Eugene getting the better of those battles back there. Plays it into Conor McNeely. Conor pulls on the ball. I'd say that'll be a free to Cairn. A free in. Cahill comes out. This one, 70 metres out. Just inside his own half. Is it within his range, John Joe?
It is, yeah.
He steps up. Eyes the posts. Cahill lifts, he strikes, it heads goalwards, it's dropping in. Oh, but it's batted out by Ryan O'Brien. Square ball given in there. It was accurate, but it just dropped. I think
it was within his range. Yeah,
it definitely was in his range, but I'd say going for the accuracy, maybe he took a bit off the power, and sometimes
that does happen. Yeah,
that can happen. Eugene Drummond. Eugene plays a free out. Conor McNeely goes for it. It's won here, and it's played inside in towards Martin Larkin. Rory has the ball. Rory spins one way or the other.
But we're carrying him.
Yeah, Rory's dispossessed. Cormac Monagle, Danny McCarn was in there, played in again. Paul Sheridan out this time. Paul Sheridan and John O'Donnell. Battle of the veterans here. John, the Tipperary man, plays it across to Anthony Doherty, but he's dispossessed by Garrett Sheeran. Very impressed by Garrett Sheeran. Really started well in this game. It's in. I think that's Kieran Kilgallen has gone in there now to full forward. Kieran turns, he spins, he puts in a dangerous ball. And it's gone over the bar.
Man down as well.
Man down in the middle there for Aodh. But this is a tactic that Aodh put into play last year in last year's championship final too. Kieran Kilgallen moved into full forward, and as a result, he got the man of the match award. Very hard, very big, bustly player, Kieran. Very hard to defend against. Aodh opened up a 3-point gap here.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying now because between the half forward line and our midfield, we're not getting that possession.
The other I suppose worrying factor from a Cairn point of view, a few balls have gone into that full forward line now, and Jack Matthews, Adam Ramy and Peter Horan seem to be on top in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And like Cairn have, they have big game players in there. As we said, John O'Donnell, the tip man.
Yeah.
That an interesting battle between himself and Paul Sheridan. Paul Sheridan, there was some doubt whether he'd partake in the game at all because of injury. But I'm saying from John Rooney's point of view, he'd rather have a half fit Paul Sheridan on the field.
Oh, that'll be understandable enough.
Bit worrying out here now for Aodh, an Aodh player down. We just can't see at the moment who that Aodh player is. Conor McNeely, yes. Centre half forward who started really well for Aodh. It's Conor, I see the red helmet there lying beside him, both himself and Eugene Drummond have the red helmets on.
Yes.
If we could get them all to wear individually coloured helmets, it wouldn't be brilliant for us, John Joe.
It would be a help, all right.
We just wouldn't have to try this identification process.
Yeah. No, it's always disappointing when a player's down for a while. It's just
absolutely, as we said beforehand, such a sporting, clean game. There hasn't been it's been hard, it's been fair, what hurling should be. It's been a spectacle for hurling. For the first 25, 26 minutes of this half. And hopefully it continues in that vein. Aodh just on top here at the moment, leading by 7 points to 4.
Yeah.
Conor up on his feet there, and I'm sure from John Rooney's point of view, he'd be looking for him to carry on. John, I remember playing in a game with him here one time, played against Setanta, and he played the second half with a broken arm. So unless Conor is really badly injured, he's not coming off. I think that's my point on that one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, I would have played against John, and I would know that.
I remember it, John Joe.
I always.
I was the one used to be poking the ball out between you.
Yeah. Interesting times.
Interesting times, but sure, we all remain friends. And
absolutely.
We're all part of the hurling family. Oh, late strike, a mistimed strike by Adam Ramy there, and I'd say now referee Trevor Maloney will want to have a word with Adam here, and
the book's out anyway.
The book's out, and it was a badly timed strike there from Adam. We'll wait to see. So it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
The first yellow card of the game for Aodh, for Adam Ramy. And a chance for Cahill over there under the stand side. I suppose he's about 50 metres out to reduce the arrears.
Yeah, you would be saying that he should be taking that all right.
So Cahill strikes it goalwards, and straight away, from the moment that it left the stick, I watched the umpire, the flag was up straight away. So Cahill's back in for tea this evening.
Yeah.
7 points to 5, Aodh lead. A score that Carndonagh badly needed.
Certainly
We
so.
have almost 27 minutes played here in McCool Park. Garrett Sheeran. Garrett gets it in his hands, but he's dispossessed and it pops out and it goes out for a Carndonagh line ball. Carndonagh centre half back James Monagle lines this one up. He looks goalwards. Oh, didn't get much purchase on that one. Didn't really go the required, and it's gone out now. Bit scrappy down there, and I'm sure Cahill or James Monagle wouldn't be pleased with that one. Garrett Sheeran. Oh, Garrett equally short one again. Bit of scrappy passage of play. There's the first bit of, I suppose, bad play that we've seen. Oh, good ball there from Cahill, but dispossessed, and he wins it back. Conor battling there, but he's blocked down by Oisín Rooney, but Oisín pushes him in the back, and it's another chance here for Cahill to reduce the arrears and put the minimum between the sides.
Yeah, again, just on the midfield line, and you would expect him to knock this over.
Yes, yeah, it's just right on the halfway line, and it's directly in the middle of the field. So, as you say, John Joe, would expect him to put this one over.
Yeah.
And reduce the arrears here. Cahill lifts, he strikes,
Looking good.
and that one is over the bar again. So 7 points to 6. Cahill with the last 2 scores, Oisín Rooney with the couple of scores before that, and Kieran Kilgallen. And the way, this one is panning out for me, as I said previously, those 2 players, as we come the half-time whistle, blows here in McCool Park, and the last action of the half was as a point from Cahill Doherty to reduce the arrears to the minimum here. So at half time here in McCool Park, Aodh lead this one by 7 points to 6. Join us after the break.
Here, amidst the leafy splendor of suburbia, we're on the trail of an amazing example of natural evolution. Ecodanium heatus pumpi, commonly known as the Ecodan heat pump. Ah, there's one now. Perfectly adapted to Irish conditions, it cleverly converts renewable energy from the air to heat both home and water, while emitting up to 50% less carbon compared to fossil-fueled heating systems. So homeowners are happy, and so too is our planet.
Hey, you get out of my garden!
Homo sapien auratus. Best be going.
The Ecodan heat pump from Mitsubishi Electric, the natural evolution of home heating.
Okay, we're joined here by Sean McCrainer from Carndonagh. Sean, half-time, trailing by 7 points to 6. I suppose Aodh Ruadh went 3 points up there. You'd be happy with the way the Carndonagh came back at the end of that half?
Yeah, definitely. I think last 5 minutes they really came into it and they got 2 or 3 great points, but luckily Cahill Doherty there in midfield struck over a couple of very nice frees to leave us only 1 point behind at half time, so hoping we're a good start now to this third quarter.
Yes, predictions for the second half? Put you on the spot. You see you coming out?
I'd say I'll go for Cairn by 2.
Cairn by 2 in a tight
hopefully.
game. The opinions there of Sean McCrainer. We're ready to start here again in McCool Park.
Thanks, Sean. You're a gentleman.
So it takes a seat there beside me. Referee Trevor Maloney ready to throw in the ball. Not really a long half-time break there, Judge. Kind of caught us by hop there, but we're back here for the second half of the Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Junior Hurling Championship. Cairn win this one, and away comes Padraig Doherty with the ball. Oh, free in. Padraig fouled there by Conor McNeely as he went through. And a substitution, 19 is on, Kieran Ramey is on for his brother, Adam Ramey. 19 replacing 4 for Aodh Ruadh as Cahill Doherty stands over to this one. Cahill looks, he strikes, it's lower but it's over the bar and the sides are level. We haven't a minute, 40 seconds of the second half played here in McCool Park and the sides are level. John Joe Doherty, my co-commentator here, predicted that this would be a very close game, and that's really, it's your predictions are coming through here. Ryan O'Brien plays that one out, Conor McNeely. Conor flicks it to Big Oisín. Oisín plays it in towards the big man, Big Kilgallen inside at full forward now. He turns, but it's well blocked by Mark Diver. Good defence there, Mickey. No, it's Garrett Sheeran. Garrett out under the stand side. Sends a high ball in. And it's a wonderful score. The score of the day there from Garrett Sheeran. Early ball in. Kieran Kilgallen won it. The ball broke out to Garrett under the stand side and he turned. Great piece of skill there, John Joe.
Very good, yeah.
Aodh Ruadh leading by 8 points to 7. Minute and a half this ball comes out. Cahill looks for it. Who's this? Is it Brendan Gillespie? Ball played out. Up the wing here. Martin Larkin out. Martin plays the ball in. He's come out. He's got more into the play. Oh, Rory slips him that time. But back goes centre half back Rory. And Oisín has the ball up. And Oisín's heading goalwards. Can he get a strike on it? He does, and it just nicks inside the post. No, it nicks off the post and has come back out actually. It's still in play, Kieran Kilgallen. Kieran is in there foraging. I'd say this is going to be it's going to be a throw in. I thought that one had creeped over the bar there.
I thought it snuck in, alright.
Snuck in, but it hit the post and came back out very dangerously. Conor McNeely in here battling. The ball goes in, but it runs through to Stephen Burns.
Well cleared.
Stephen clears a good clearance. Up to the danger man, Cahill Doherty, centre half forward. Cahill plays a dangerous ball in. Oh, and it's into John O'Donnell, and it's the first goal of the game.
Yeah.
It's the first. Paul Sheridan went for that one, and the ball just creaked in over his head. You can't leave a man of that calibre, John O'Donnell, on his own, unmarked in there, and I suppose unfortunately for Paul, that ball slipped through. John, one-on-one with Ryan O'Brien. Ryan came out, made a valiant effort, but John, cool head, slipped the ball to the net. Carndonagh lead by 1-7 to 8 here. That could be a defining score in this game.
Yeah.
Donald Doherty. Donald plays the ball in long. Cairn on top here now. Conor Dugan. Great tackle from Peter Horn. Peter dispossesses him. Stephen Connolly comes out with the ball. Plays it out to the far wing towards Garrett Sheeran. Garrett having a great tussle over there. But ball played. Conor Fagan. Conor drops that one. Oisín Rooney. Oisín strikes it goalwards. And Aodh Ruadh needed that one. It's back to a 1 point game. Oisín Rooney trying to rally his team. Cairn had gone into a 2-point lead with the John O'Donnell goal there after 3 minutes, but Oisín Rooney replying straight away for Aodh. It's end-to-end stuff here. Stephen Burns plays the ball out, well caught. Stephen Conley, great piece of fielding there. Stephen moves over, gives the hand pass away to Brendan Gillespie. Brendan plays it into the corner. Rory drops the stick. He has to kick it. Ball cleared out there by the Carndonagh defence by Donald Doherty. It's out round the middle. That man Conor McNeely, a great forager, gives it to Peter. Peter thunders forward. Peter looks to give a hand pass to Oisín. They're looking to get the danger man on the ball. Gives it to Garrett Sheeran. Garrett's blocked. Oisín goes in looking for it. Gets the ball up. Turns. He's surrounded. Great defence by Carndonagh. I have to say, immediately swallowed up there. And out comes Padraig Doherty and clears the ball long. Paul Sheridan goes for it. The ball breaks out, and here's John O'Donnell again, and he just taps that one over the bar. John O'Donnell becoming a...
Yeah, John's coming into it now.
He's come into it. Yeah. John O'Donnell with the last 2 Cairn scores, a goal and a point.
After 5 minutes.
5 minutes of the second half played. Enthralling stuff here in McCool Park. 1-8 to 9 points. Carndonagh leading this one. We have a change coming here. Off goes Conor Fagan. And who's coming on to the... Number 20 on for Carndonagh is Dara McCormick. Dara McCormick comes on. Ball played. And here's Stephen Conley. Stephen looks up and he plays a long ball in. Where's that one going to end up? It's a wonderful point from wing half back, Stephen Conley. Another one of these graduates of the John Rooney Academy of Excellence. It'd be hard push to look out there for somebody that isn't. Maybe Paul Sheridan came from Cavan, but... Oh, Eugene goes up, gets the ball down, and away goes Brendan Gillespie. Brendan plays the ball in. Rory battling again with Danny McCarn. Rory trying to get into the game, but he's dispossessed there by Donald Doherty. Turns, spins, and gets a great clearance away, long and down the field. Oh, another ball that has hopped in here, and Dermot McGonigal. Dermot has time, and he gives it out to the substitute, Dara McCormick, but he hits it wide. Hits it harmlessly wide there. Difficult sometimes when you just come on the field and you get a chance like that, maybe after only being 90 seconds on the field. They're great if they go over, but usually you need to be in a better position for maybe a shot like that.
No, well, Dara would be in there for taking a shot. He wouldn't be one to lie back. If it was a shot on, he would take it, in fairness to him.
Yeah. The bare minimum between the sides here. They always say goals win games, and from a Carndonagh point of view, they've got the goal. The veteran John O'Donnell, the tip man. Rory Cullen. Rory's been replaced here. Unfortunately for Rory, just hasn't been his day on a very good player in there, Danny McCarn. And the area substitute that's on is Stephen Anderson. Kieran Kilgallen goes out and wins that one, fires it in, but it drifts out to the right and wide. Kieran seems to have come out the field a little bit now. Stephen Anderson didn't start today. Good young hurler, gone through the underage process. You would have seen him down at county stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
very good player now.
Eugene, a judge to have fouled, and I suppose you would say it was a free, John Joe, and I would say it was harsh.
It was. I would say it's still fortunate.
Well, very gracious of you. Cahill stands over this one and
should be within his grasp. All right, yeah.
Cahill strikes, goes in, but it's dropping short. Ryan O'Brien bats it out. Ryan O'Brien, a save.
Yeah, very good save, yeah.
A very good save, Ryan O'Brien.
John O'Donnell struck that, yeah.
And John O'Donnell struck it goalwards, but Ryan O'Brien with 2 really good saves. Cahill out to take. Has scored 6 of Carndonagh's 8 points. He's going to take this one short, however, and he plays it to the substitute, Dara McCormick, and Dara goes for this one, but it just drifts in and drifts wide. It looked good when it left the stick, but it was a bit sometimes like when I hit a 5-iron, it drifts off and fades to the right. Ball played across there by Kieran Ramey. Kieran has played it over to Conor McNeely plays Eugene Drummond in. Eugene plays a dangerous looking ball. Mickey Bowring foraging in there. Garrett Sheeran is in there. They were looking to get Oisín on, but that man again, Danny McCarron.
Yeah, Danny's playing a blinder now, I have to say.
Yeah, Danny, and the ball dropped, but Anthony got it under control, Anthony Doherty, and he comes away with the ball. He looks up, he plays it short.
No, it's okay.
Dermot McGonigal has it in there, and he slips, Jack. He slips inside, very dangerous here. His shot goes in. Paul blocked it. Paul foraging in there, but so is John O'Donnell, and Paul comes up. Vital that he came away with that ball, and he clears it out to Jack Matthews, and Jack clears it up under the stand. Stephen Conley goes for this one, and Stephen comes away with the ball, thundering up the sideline. What a great run here from the wing half back. He's given it I'll have to be gracious back with you there, John Joe, because you know some people would say that Stephen overcarried the ball, and
I would have said that.
Yes, and Eru are fortunate to get the free, but great chance for Oisín to level matters up here. Very exciting game here, I must say. Some great hard championship. It's a championship game. We have 11 minutes played here, just going into the 11th, over 11 minutes as Oisín number 22 stands over this one. The man who brought Eru back into the game last week in the football, and he lobs it and chips it over the bar. Scored a goal last week to help Eru come back against Glen down in Fintra. Oisín Rooney, son of John. Of course, John's other son, Senan, injured today. Would have been a great help to be on here. Another fine dual player. Stephen Burns. Bit of a break now. I think these guys, have... No, we're short of the break yet. No, it's just the injury down at the goal. There's an injury down, and I think the referee is going to let the lads take the water break at this stage, at this juncture. And I suppose maybe it's a bit early, but it's a very warm day here, and probably no harm in doing that, John Joe. Common sense.
Common sense is a big thing, yeah.
Your opinions on the water breaks?
I think it's a good idea. It gives everybody a chance to have a wee breather and get together. And sometimes people don't take on enough of water during a match either, you know, and you find sometimes in those water breaks that a team is struggling up to the water break, and then they get a bit of reorganised and they get back into it again, you know. Absolutely.
In the games that I've been watching, and since both football and hurling have come back, momentum is such a thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes the water break comes at the wrong time.
Yes.
For one team and the right time for the other team, because it gives that little break. But really, you couldn't say here, because this has toed, it has froed. It's such an exciting game.
Yeah.
You made the prediction beforehand. It could be a mistake. We've seen a ball go in there and it just got in over Paul Sheridan.
Yeah.
But from an Eru point of view, they've clawed their way back into the game. Very impressed by some performances. Garrett Sheeran, Stephen Conley, Eugene Drummond, Kieran Kilgallen, guys are putting, and from a Carndonagh point of view, Anthony Doherty, Pádraig Cahill, keeping them in it with the freeze.
Absolutely.
John O'Donnell coming into it. This cornerback, Danny McCarron, I have to say, very impressed by it. What age is this guy?
About 22. Danny is. No. He's.
Is he on the county squad?
No, he's not. No.
Well, maybe we have the county hurling manager Mickey McCann in for the next game with us. Maybe it's a name I'll keep penciled down and drop into his ear.
Definitely. Very, very, very capable player now. He's played with Carndonagh at underage all the way through, and has been, has shown up very strongly, and would have played a lot of his games at half-back, and would have been very strong with that between a half-back and a half-forward, you know.
As I look over here now to the far side, Ray Walsh, this is the last time both managers, Ray Walsh and John Rooney, and I see John over there in his own quiet way telling and giving the area guys instruction. You know, John, as I say, what John has done for hurling in Airoo over the last 30 years, but ably abetted by the late great John Larkin and Billy Finn, two men who would have known well, and you know, we should
very genuine people,
who we shouldn't forget. And indeed, we ran a great fundraiser this year, and I seen yourself and the Carndonagh people contributing in the kilometres to that. But these men, John's son Martin out there today, John definitely would be very proud of the fact, you know, Martin out there representing Airoo today. The water break over, so
we're back in action.
We're back in action. It says 15 minutes on the clock, but I suppose the water break is probably about 2-3 minutes, that one with the injury. So the ball pucked out by Stephen Burns. Who's going to get a grip on this game now as we enter that all-important final? Oh, dangerous ball in. Dangerous, and it's flicked to the net. It's flicked to the net. Oh no, the referee has given a free out. The referee has given a free out.
How long?
I
don't know how any referee can see anything from the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's harsh. It's harsh. I would have to agree. Full forward Dermot McGonigal looked to have flicked the ball to the net. It was a long ball in.
If it's a square ball, yes, but how you can see for 70 yards? No.
Oh, it was the well.
Umpire can't. Umpire.
Oh, it's been given as a square ball. It's been given as a square ball. I see him making the cross.
Well, they should go and do it.
Is this a big turning point in this game? Yeah, they're giving it as a square ball. A bit of confusion there because we thought, and it was signalled as if it was given for a push, but it obviously was wired to referee Trevor Maloney.
Must have been the linesman.
By one of his umpires. The Carndonagh substitute there. Number 17, Owen Kelly, went for that ball.
For God's sake.
And
no.
It's a bit of scrappy passage of play there, and possibly a foul to Carndonagh, and you wonder in instances like this, especially, you know, with referees, there's a bit of verbals or whatever, and the next ball comes out, and maybe it might go with it, you know, momentum.
You shouldn't say things like that.
No, absolutely. The ball played in here, Kieran Kilgallen battling for it, but out comes Cormac Monagle, but he's dispossessed. And in is Conor McNeely foraging, but Cairn come away with it. It's advantage, and Cahill has it. Cahill and Eugene. Eugene's lost the stick. Oh, terrible tackle there. Kieran Ramey, but he played the advantage, and Carndonagh go into the lead there. I actually didn't see who scored that point. It might have been Cahill, was it? Can anybody? Number 10 was Conor Fagan scored that point. He's booking. Kieran Ramey has come on. His brother Adam was on earlier. He was booked.
He was lucky to get away with that.
And now Kieran comes on, and it was a late. It definitely was a late tackle on Cahill. Carndonagh take the lead. Carndonagh take the lead here. Ryan O'Brien. Ryan plays it out underneath us here. Stephen Anderson. Stephen and Danny McCarran go for the ball. Danny has it. The diminutive Danny.
Yeah.
And he wins a free. He wins a free. Yeah. I know we talk about scores, but I have a soft spot for defenders.
No. In fact, like, Danny is playing a stormer there. Very, very capable fellow.
Donald Doherty stands over the ball, plays the ball long, plays it in. Paul went for it. John O'Donnell in again. And John fires that one over the bar. Carndonagh have started the better since the water break and take a 1-10 to 11 point lead here in McCool Park. 15 minutes played. Ryan O'Brien Ryan plays it out onto the stand side, out on the far side there. Oisin Rooney goes up for it and it's flicked away from him by Anthony Doherty and goes out for an Airua line ball. I see the ball being thrown in back in there by Jack the Bomber McCadden. Won an under 14 championship medal with Airua the other night. Comes from great Airua hurling families, McCaddens and the Gallaghers. Played in Martin Larkin. Martin goes in there. Martin looking for the ball, it's flicked up. Stephen Anderson, the substitute, has it. Carndonagh, good defending, crowding out. Who has it? Stephen Anderson comes up with it, but it's blocked. And it's blocked. Ryan Davenport gets it cleared up. Cahill Doherty. Cahill gets the ball and he plays a dangerous looking ball in here again. This high ball, this man's really coming into it. John O'Donnell. Paul Sheridan. Paul, it's played in. Jack Matthews gets this one though. Plays it back to Ryan O'Brien. Ryan blocked, but Ryan gets there at the second attempt and comes out the field. Ryan plays it out. A good ball out to Stephen Conley. Stephen turns, spins, plays it in, but it's caught in there and it's cleared out again by Carndonagh. Paul Sheridan comes off his hand and goes to Jack Matthews. He's hooked by John O'Donnell, but Peter Horn. Peter comes onto the ball. Peter tries to get it up. He's in there. He's battling with Cormac McMonigal. And it's cleared out over the line by Jack Matthews. Scrappy, few scrappy passages of play coming in, but Cairn won't mind that because at the moment Cairn laid 13 points to 11, 110 to 11. We're entering into a critical stage. Airua would be wanting to get the next ball at the middle of the field. They'll want to be getting, that dominance that they had for periods of the game. Yeah,
definitely. Cairn are dominating now and around the midfield. They're getting strong on it now.
Not a great line ball by Donald, okay. But it's flicked that, and back out to Donald Doherty, but well blocked by Kieran Ramey. And out comes Conor McNeely. Conor plays one into Stephen Anderson. It flicks up. Danny has it again.
Yeah, good lad.
And Danny plays it away.
Cormac, Monaco.
It's into Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly wins a free. The substitute winning a free. And you would fancy Cahill Doherty from possibly 50 metres to stick this one between the posts and put a goal between the sides. 2 points between the sides at the moment. We're coming up here to 18 and a half minutes played in the second half. Fires it goalwards and splits the posts. Splits the posts. I make that Cahill's 7th score of the game. Oh, that one slips through and Brendan Gillespie. Brendan's on the ball. Brendan over on the stand side. Has he help? He gives the ball back to Stephen Conley. Stephen gets it under control. Stephen looks up, fires it in, but it goes to the left and harmlessly out wide.
Yeah.
Airua with 3 wides in this second half. To my mind, Cairn only with 1. A substitute on the Airua team, Paul Sheridan. Paul, who was an injury out, coming into this game, going off, and Paul gives us all for Airua every day that he goes out. Another great servant for Donegal too in recent years. Ball poked out by Stephen Burns. Stephen, it goes out underneath us here. Who's going up for it? Kieran Kilgallen catches it. Kieran has come out the field trying to get Oisin on the ball, but the ball slips through. Danny again. Danny and Stephen Anderson. Danny McCarn flicks the ball away. Owen Kelly has the ball. Flicks it over this wing here. Underneath us, James Monagle. And he has all the time in the world underneath us here to compose himself and play a dangerous looking ball in towards the full forward line. Dermot McGonigal chases Ryan O'Brien, but Ryan does well and comes out and clears well out the wing, and this one goes up. It's a clash there. Garrett Sheeran and Garrett
At least.
Sheeran, and who is that?
Owen Kelly.
Owen Kelly, the substitute.
Can't hit a man when he's down.
Gareth was coming. It was a frontal challenge. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he had his eyes
No,
on
no,
the
no,
ball.
no, no, no. It was dangerous. That's the only thing that I always say about these things.
I suppose, you know, this game has been fair up until this
Oh no,
point.
no, no. Again, it was a hard challenge, but
Yeah,
you know.
no. And as you know, with so much on the line and a championship
Absolutely.
semi-final
Yeah.
a championship final place at stake, you know, as we come down to the final 10 minutes here, down 9, 10, probably 11, 12 minutes with injury time, like Cairn really since the water break have had a serious period of dominance around the middle of the field, which has given a platform for those inside men, you know, to get the scores. John O'Donnell, the second half with 1-2, really living off scraps though. He only got, you know, to my mind, he got 4 balls that went in there, and he's got 1-2.
Yes, oh definitely.
And a sign of a really, you know, top class player. I know he's a veteran now at this stage, but you know, the sign of a wily player that he can do that. Who's taking? Is it Cahill is out to take this one? Yes, Cahill's taking this one under the stand side in his own half. So puts it in. Oh, it's dropping dangerously. Who's Aodh come out with it, and it was Jack. Jack fires it out. Adam Rami back on the field. Adam has come back on the field. It's Adam who started, was taken off, but has come back in place of Paul Sheridan. Number 4, Adam Rami. Free here, Eugene Drummond. Aodh need a big 10 minutes. They need something. They need to get Oisin Rooney on the ball, and on the ball he is. He thunders, but he's probably in the wrong area. He's blocked. He's blocked well there by James Monegill, but he's in turn blocks Cahill, but Cahill gets it away. Stephen Connolly goes over, picks up the loose ball, plays the ball up the wing, but it's Conor McCormick who has come on for Carndonagh, who plays a long dangerous ball in. Jack Matthews goes for it, but it hops through. Danger here. John O'Donnell, John pulls on it, but it's well blocked. It's well blocked by Kieran Rami, and Ryan O'Brien clears the ball out the field underneath us here. Cahill Doherty, Cahill has the ball, he turns, he spins, and he puts a super ball in and over the bar. And I suppose we talk about insurance scores.
It's a good one, that.
It puts Carndonagh, a Carndonagh lead here by 4 points with 7 minutes to go. Super strike right underneath us here, and he just looked up from about 65 metres out, dissected the posts from the angle from the sideline. Super score. Eugene Drummond. Eugene has the advantage, but Eugene thunders forward. You feel that, oh, it's a free in. So you would expect Oisin Rooney maybe to step up here. Aodh haven't scored since the water break, and I suppose that's the decisive factor here. The last score that was got was over on the far side there. I think it was a Stephen Connolly point. So Oisin Rooney lines this one up. 6 minutes to go here in McCool Park. He wants to put one score between the teams, but that one score will be a goal. Aodh trail by 4 points. 112-11. Oisin steps up and Oisin puts it wide. And I suppose the momentum all with the men from Cairn now. Their tails are up. We enter into the final 5 minutes. They lead by 4 points. Oisin will be disappointed with that one. The ball poked out by Stephen Burns. Stephen plays the ball down. It's over on the far side there. Padraig Doherty goes for it. Conor McCormick over there rooting. Conor McNeely's in there as well. Aodh get a free out of that. John Rooney getting very irate there on the far side. Eugene Drummond. Eugene plays the ball in. Aodh are going to need goals. Danny again. Danny picks this one up. And Danny is fouled.
He's very, very sure.
Ball cleared, cleared down the field. Battling there is Peter Horn. Peter having a great battle with Cormac Monagle, but Cormac puts it inside there to Dara McCormick. Dara slips the tackle and Dara just scoops it over the bar. Yes, Eru in big trouble here now as we enter the final 3 or 4 minutes of this game. Carndonagh in the ascendancy, leading by 5 points. 113 to 11 points here in McCool Park. Ball, a short one out from OB, as he is known. Plays it out. Kieran Ramey plays it up the wing. Stephen Anderson failed to keep it in. 26 minutes played here.
There'll be at least 3 minutes of additional time at the end of normal time.
The sideline cut taken there by Donald Doherty. Donald plays it in towards John. John O'Donnell misses it on this occasion, but this substitute, Dara McCormick.
Yeah, Dara would be.
Dara has really had an impact. He's had an impact since he's come in, you know, and I suppose the bench has been a big factor. The injuries probably have been a factor for John and for Erua. The ball played in there by Danny McCarran again, winning yet another ball. Out comes Adam Ramey. And you feel if Eru are to have any chance, they need a goal in the next minute or two. But they've got a free in here. They've got a free in. O'Shee's in front of it. Oh, he's been pulled back. He's been pulled back there by referee Trevor Maloney. And I think O'Sheen will have to be content to tap this one over the bar. I suppose we've got the call there. There's 3 minutes of injury time. We've entered injury time.
Yeah.
And O'Sheen stands over this one. I suppose the dilemma he has, does he drop it in? Erua probably need goals. He plays it in low, but it's batted away, and you would feel Podrick plays the ball down underneath us here. And the wing half back, Cormac Monagle, who's moved up into the forward line, and he plays the ball into that man, Dara McCormick. He's had a great game since he's come on into the other substitute, Owen Kelly. And Owen pulls that one to the left and wide. Be disappointed. Good chance there, John Joe, probably to really kill the game off and put 6 points. Ryan O'Brien plays the ball out, but Cairn seem to be forced to every ball now.
Yeah, they're starting to dominate now.
Yeah, John spins, but it's in. Ryan O'Brien, cool as you like. And in fairness to Ryan, 2 wonderful saves. Really, you could say, kept Eru in the game with those saves, but it's in again, and that one in from Cahill. But at this stage, I suppose, as the old-time managers used to say, it's as good as a score.
Yep.
So Ryan O'Brien, Ryan needs to get this one out fairly quickly. Ball comes to Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene Drummond. Eugene bounces out, bounces off the tackle. Close attention. Eugene gets a foul. Maybe a little bit of afters there. Eugene's frustration starting to with Anthony Doherty.
Yeah. No, it's only
really
sporting. Very sporting game.
Very sporting game. We wouldn't have expected. It looks at this stage as if Carndonagh are going to avenge last year's championship. Eugene plays it in low, but it's won in there, and it's won in there by James Monagle, another man who has had an excellent game. Oh, and onto the ball comes the substitute, the 2 substitutes combining into Dara McCormick.
Yes. And
Dara, you would feel, has really copper fastened the grip that Carndonagh have on this game. Carndonagh lead 114 to 11 points. We're deep into injury time here. We're actually the final whistle. The final whistle has sounded, and Carndonagh go forward on a scoreline of 114 to 11 points to play Dunlow in the Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Junior Championship Hurling Final of 2020. John Joe, since the water break, the Carndonagh bench, I'm very impressed with their couple of substitutions.
Yes.
They just seem to have that little edge on fitness. I suppose Aodh, the injuries may be told, but Carndonagh really, those couple of substitutes that come on.
They certainly upped the ante, yeah. They really came into it when it was needed, you know. Even from the very start of the second half, they showed some level of intent because they were going forward more than they were.
Absolutely.
They were more on the defensive. At the end of the first half, you would be starting to worry a bit, but at the start of the second half now, they really got into it, and as you say, and from the water break on,
absolutely,
their tails were really up.
And you know, one man who lived on scraps in there but ended up with 1-2, John O'Donnell. What could you say about a player like that? I mean,
he is
4 or 5 balls went into him, and just the sniff.
Yeah.
Got a goal. You know, any little mistake at all.
Opportunistic, yes.
Opportunistic.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Very, very good. And maybe, but for the Ballyshannon goalkeeper,
yeah,
he could have had another one. The goalkeeper was very, very good.
Well, Ryan O'Brien, great save from Cahill in the first half up here. Great save from John inside there. I suppose if I was to put you on the spot now, John Joe, could we have a man of the match, please?
Well, there's a few people in there. We had Danny McCarran, who played a stormer in the corner here, and we had our own fella, Cahill, in the middle of the field, and it would be kind of hard to pass him because if you look down through the scorings, that's the people that make the difference, you know.
Well, absolutely, and I'd have
to. I'd have to go plumb for that.
So, man of the match here from John Joe is Cahill Doherty with, I think it was 8 points in the end up. Carndonagh running out victors here, 114 to 11 points. We finish up here in McCool Park. Carndonagh go forward to face Dunlow in the 2020 Junior Championship Hurling Final.